So we are set to get underway in this big game. A couple of things to tell you about this one as the game goes on. Calgary, the Baby Ducks in the Calgary Flames type jerseys, similar color. Winnipeg in the white and blue. Let's call that like the Winnipeg Jets. So we'll keep them straight. Haven't seen the Calgary Baby Ducks here at the Bill Durnan yet. This is their first game in this arena. Ball goes out of play. Just 46 seconds into the opening period. Shaw to take the face-off against Stevens. Won by Stevens. Missed the return pass. Shot goes wide of the goal. Brought out by Stevens. Dumps it in. Joel Wessa back to get it. Wessa in forechecking for Winnipeg. Ball comes out free. Calgary's on it. That misses everybody. Down the floor it goes. The flooring call against the Calgary Baby Ducks. Kept in by Winnipeg. Into the corner. Racing in to try and hold it in, Derek Fedician. Ball goes out of play. And as it does, we have a penalty being called. Penalty to Winnipeg. Wilfred McBeardy will go to high sticking. Touch the ball with the high stick. Fedician dumps it in. Again, it'll go out of play. Face-off will come outside the Winnipeg blue line. Now we've got a discussion. Let's see what it was. The penalty, or the time on the penalty, was not put up. Still showing the full 2 minutes. So they've got to figure out what the correct time should be. Should be on the sheet. See what time it started. And there it is. 1:53. Winnipeg can't clear it out. Be kept in. Shot wide of the goal. Rebound is there and diving out to make the save. The Winnipeg goaltender. Morneau, he lost it. Back at the blue line, kept in by Humphreys. McKee. Shot, save is made. Winnipeg win the faceoff, clear it down the floor. McKee for Calgary. Dumps it down into the corner. Goaltender comes out to play it. And down the floor again. Lafreniere for Calgary. Dumps it in. Back to get it. Shorting for Winnipeg and knocked down at center. Michelle Mars. Michelle Mars with a shot. Came off the end boards. I'll talk about Michelle Mars in just a second. Playing defense for Calgary. Garnett over to Mars. To Anderson. That's put wide. Shorting can't get it out. Kept in by Calgary. Garnett. Shot. Blocked. Down to the side of the goal. On it there's Lafreniere. Trying to wrap it around. Backhand. Couple of whacks at it out in front. Goaltender has it. Mentioned Michelle Mars. The only female playing in the men's division of the tournament. Michelle Mars plays for Canada's women's national team. We are probably aware just won the gold medal at the ISBHF World Championships in Košice, Slovakia just a few weeks ago. Michelle Mars named most valuable player in that tournament. You can arguably say that makes her the best female ball hockey player on the globe. And she's playing with Calgary here now. Calgary with it down deep. Power play is over. We're back to even strength. Back at the point. Shot Siddle. Calgary player went down. They stay on it. Moshishin. Early on, Calgary giving Winnipeg all they can handle. Winnipeg trying to get into the playoffs. Calgary is on the outside. They are winless through 3 games. Siddall lost it. Desjardins played it down into Calgary's end. Long pass. That was touched. Goes right to the goaltender who will cover it up. .12:36 to go. First period. No score. First shot bounces around in front. Taken by Joel Wessa for Winnipeg. Gets it in over the blue line. Picked up there by Morneau. He'll drop it back. Shot goes off the stick, up and out of play. Up through center, knocked down. Pass up ahead. Smith into the middle, off the stick of Garnett. Garnett in the corner, working against the Winnipeg player. Knocks the stick out of the Winnipeg player's hands. Play continues on. Desjardins around the boards. Kepler couldn't get to it. They continue to fight for it. From outside, long shot in by Shorting. That went wide. Jason Gress. That's knocked down by Mousseau. Lafreniere forced back into his own end. Now Calgary with a chance to move it out. Lafreniere into the middle. Soka. Soka gets it behind the Winnipeg goal. Giveaway back there out in front, and Kevin Blondeau in goal for Winnipeg. Gave it away. Got away with it. Gress. Off the Winnipeg player Beardy and out of play into the Winnipeg bench. We've played 7:27. 7:27 coming out of the sky. Should get me down to Memphis. Anyway. Is it 7:27? Something like that. No score. Game 4, we're not even halfway there. Diving back is Fedician. Chance right in front now, a shot. Blondeau kept it out. Ryan Turner, number 79 for Calgary, had it, elected to pass it. It was deflected into the goaltender. Blondeau able to keep it out. I think it's Grant McKenzie in goal for Calgary. They've got two goaltenders, both listed on the sheet as number 20, which doesn't help me a lot. But looking at it, looks like they are sharing the load, and the other goaltender played 2 games. Grant McKenzie just one, so I'm guessing, they say on the sheet 20, when he turns his back, he's wearing number 30. Which helps me even less. Done a lot of these types of tournaments in hockey and ball hockey, baseball, basketball, volleyball, and this is always the situation when you get a lot of teams, numbers change, players sometimes come and go throughout a tournament, play one game, don't play another. Sometimes the teams have a couple of different jerseys, home and away jerseys, and numbers aren't always the same, and you don't always get a perfect list, especially when there's no time in between games to be double checking things. It's just part of it. Desjardins into the middle. That shot never did get through. Desjardins up at the blue line. Getting there first. Stevens. Ball goes up in the air behind the Calgary goal. Out in front, good hard shot by Morneau. Save is made. Ball is covered, and we'll get a whistle. A little more than halfway through our first period. Still no score. Wessa dumps it in. That came off the end boards right out in front. Here's a chance over the top of the goal. Then they score. Staying with it, Beardy. Bit of an odd one. Took a funny bounce off the end boards. Here we go. It's dumped in. Everyone thinks it's going around the goal. It came out in front. That shot goes wide off the end boards. He stays with it, takes it off the end boards and puts it home. 1-0. Winnipeg Players. Goal comes with 7:58 to go in the first period. Timchuk played it back. Timchuk will get the return pass. Lafreniere all over him. Timchuk gets away, drops it off. Fedition. To Masso. Up they move it to Duciome. Finishing. Held in on the far side by Duciome. Now he lost it. Calgary come out 3 across. Kepler. Kepler's shot. It was deflected. That one off Garnett. Then to the side of the goal. Covered up there by Blondeau. Good run by Cordon Morneau for Winnipeg. Gets it around the boards. Comes out in front. Cleared away by Dennis or by Shaw, but not out. We'll try it again. That gets by Winnipeg player back at the point. Everybody's diving. And here's Soka with a partial break. Lost the handle as he tried to go to the backhand. Shaw. He lost it. Now Winnipeg. Shot. Save is made. It was Bobby Muswagon with the breakout chance for Winnipeg. DeJarlis quickly up around Morneau. Flipped in. Michel Mars gets to it off the boards. Referee back here at the near blue line, away from the play, has spotted something, a hooking call. And it will go to Calgary, Darren Shaw. Winnipeg now with the power play. Shorting gets the return pass, then plays it back in along the boards. That's Timchuk. Just Shorting, doesn't shoot it. They'll go the far side, now down into the corner. Ball bouncing around, a swing at it there by Beach Ducharme. Back to Shorting. Timchuk. Shorting. Sees a lane and scores! Marty Shorting. He waited and waited until a lane opened up and then got his shot through. 0-0, Winnipeg. That'll be covered up by Blondeau. 4:57 to go. The ball came to Shorting a couple of times before that, and he elected not to shoot it, so there was no lane. Kept moving it, moved it over to Timchuk, got it back, and when he saw the lane was there, took his shot. Chance for Calgary, but that goes off the foot of number 44, Derek Fedician, and out of play. Lafreniere shot. Blondeau makes the save. Blondeau rather makes the save and catches it after he juggled it just momentarily. Again, Montreal GK, Clappers and the Montreal Black Knights into the playoffs. Winnipeg players trying to get there as well. Kept in by Calgary. Thrown towards the front of the goal, cleared back into the corner again. On it was Turner for Calgary. Came out in front, back at the point, kept in. Face-off will be to the right of Blondeau. Flooring call against Winnipeg. Down in the corner, on it first, Winnipeg, Jarowski. They get it free, kept in by Siddall. Timchuk racing onto it for Winnipeg. Timchuk in over the blue line, gets it to Campbell. Shot from a sharp angle, goes in behind the goal. Timchuk plays it out in front, taken away. Mike Lockhart up the floor for Calgary, knocked off his stick. Moshishin following up on it. He can't do anything with it. Moshishin, good pass. Zimmer into the middle, shot over the top of the goal. That play is broken up, and Zimmer will bring it out for Calgary. Zimmer cutting to the front of the goal. Penalty coming up. It's going to go to Winnipeg. Zimmer was making a run down the left side. He was tripped up as he cut towards the goal. Going to the penalty box will be Shorting for Winnipeg. Down 2-0. Calgary Baby Ducks will go on the power play. Humphreys to the boards. Tried to throw it across the floor. It was picked off, but kept in back at the blue line by Humphreys. McKee doesn't shoot. Turner to the side of the goal. They try to jam it home. That didn't work. Turner's got it again. Turner, shot went right through the crease. Picked up by Kinley. Kinley diving for it, but it's going to be cleared down the floor by Winnipeg. Long shoot in, wide of the goal. Heads up, that's going to come right up towards us. A little bit higher, I might have had it. Some good advice from a fan. Do something. Very helpful. Thank you very much, sir. I think I had a coach like that once. Scott, just get out there and do something, will you? Something useful. I don't know what it is, but just try not to mess it up. Pretty much what I was told when I played. Stop embarrassing yourself out there. We kept in. Anderson to Garnett, back to Anderson. We'll go to the other side. Shot in, save made by Blondeau. No rebound. 24 seconds to go in the power play as time is winding down in the period. 1 minute, 1 second left to go. Too many players out there for Winnipeg. They've called a timeout. I'll take a little break. I had a glass of iced tea that was just filled with crushed ice a minute ago. Iced tea and crushed ice. It's now iced tea and water. It's warm in here. Humphreys holding it in back at the blue line. Again, Calgary on the power play. 14 seconds to go in their man advantage. Off front here. Not shooting it. Kinley. Down into the corner. Penalty's over. Turner got it out in front, taken away by Morneau. Morneau straight up the floor. Morneau with some speed. Morneau cutting to the outside. Morneau, can he get to it? He does, but puts it wide. Came off the end boards, bouncing around to the side of the Calgary goal. They'll throw it back to the point. Masseau. Shot goes in wide. Players down on the floor in front of the goaltender. Morneau was on top of. Not sure who that was for Calgary. 11.2 seconds left to go in the period. Morneau's teammates telling him, calm down, take it easy. We've got the lead here. The goal is to get to the playoffs, not to win battle with the Calgary player in front of the goal necessarily, especially after the whistle. That doesn't serve any purpose. Both players going to go. Calgary and Winnipeg. 2-0, Winnipeg leads it. Down into the corner, just 4 seconds to go. And that is where, whoa, almost a little premature. But to say that's where the play will end, but they did get the ball out in front, but it was tipped just wide, almost the last second goal. We had that in the game earlier today, just as the buzzer went. Goal counted. All right, 18 minutes done. Winnipeg leads Calgary 2-0. So far, so good for the Calgary players as they try and get in to the playoffs. When we come back during the second period, as early as we can, I'll run you through the playoffs as we have them. They're completely set for the men's C and D and the women's. Be back in just a moment.
Hi, I hope you're enjoying this live stream. Would you like to webcast your next event? Want to reach a larger audience, maybe even global? Let 360 Live show the world your story. Send us an email to hello@360.live for more details. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow us on these social media sites.
The Canadian Ball Hockey Association, the CBHA, is the official governing body for the sport of ball hockey in Canada. We are a full standing member of the International Street Ball Hockey Federation, the ISPHF, and proud partners with Hockey Canada. Our members come from Canadian provinces coast to coast, and we are proud to showcase our players in this national championship tournament. $18 minutes to go in this one. Winnipeg lead it 2-0. All right, here are the playoff situations. By the way, we've been playing in 4 arenas for the last few days. Once we get to the playoffs this afternoon and the medal games tomorrow, only 2 arenas in use. This one, the Bill Dernan, and the Doug Harvey. Here, coming up at 4:30, we have the men's D. SBS Slayers against Port City Alpine Pigeons. That's the team from St. John, New Brunswick. That'll be a first versus fourth. Over in the Doug Harvey, it'll be the Victoria Ducks against the Montreal A's. That'll be a second versus third. That'll be followed here on our webcast with the Bill Durham by the men's C. Montreal Capitals taking on the Surrey Scorpions. That's 1 versus 4. The 2 versus 3 will be the Montreal Punishers against the Oakville Sonics. It'll be over at the Doug Harvey. The women's game we'll have here, Downsview Penguins versus Edmonton Havoc, 1 versus 4. And we'll have at Doug Harvey, it'll be the Ottawa Sonics, the defending gold medal champions, taking on the Edmonton Cherry Pickers. That's a 2 versus 3. The men's B, which will finish the evening, won't be determined until this game is complete. And those games all scheduled to start at, well, not all scheduled, but the games are scheduled to start at 4:30. We'll begin the playoffs with the men's D. Bobby Muswagon fell down along the boards, and that's going to be a penalty against Calgary for body checking. I'm going to jump on the camera for a minute as well while I do the play-by-play. A cameraman had to leave momentarily. Understand that. Chance here for Calgary. They come down the right side. That stopped. Go over to the left side, Winnipeg. Bring it in, stop up over the blue line, back at the point. Shot from well out, save made. And held on. 16:06 left to go here in the second. Teams will change up. Starting to like this camera work thing. Maybe I'll just do the camera myself from now on. That's fun. Camera guy's back. Desjardins, he's got a great shot, one of the best we've seen in the tournament. Let that one go, went wide. Again, Winnipeg here on the power play. Desjardins, Winnipeg. Off the boards. Mackenzie Smith couldn't get it out. Desjardins. Stevens down in along the boards. Desjardins is out here looking for it. Let it go. Didn't get through. It was knocked down. And Smith will clear it down the floor. 35 seconds to go in the power play. In over the blue line, but then cleared out. And hustling to get to it first. Lafreniere gets the shot in. Blondeau's got it. Winnipeg, a little lackadaisical back at their blue line. Miles Stevens had been out there a little while. Kind of ran out of gas trying to chase down Lafreniere, and Lafreniere beat him to the ball. Got away a pretty good shot, short-handed. 24 seconds to go in the power play. Two on one, down low. He'll shoot it. Save was made. Goaltender's down. The net became dislodged. It did indeed. They'll put it back. And down at the far end, we've got issues with the goaltending equipment for the Winnipeg goaltender. That's the reason we've got a delay. Got trouble with his left pad. The strap broke and they did a tape job on it. "11 seconds to go in the power play for Winnipeg. Be kept in at the blue line. Yaroski down into the corner. Duciome. Woshishin. Back Duciome. Fan on it. Penalty's now over. Back to even strength. Lockhart. Up through the middle. Can't get a shot through. Winnipeg will bring it back out. Shot right on goal, saved by Grant McDonald. In goal for Calgary. Winnipeg player fell down at the blue line. Woshishin tried to feed it out in front. It's cleared to the boards and around behind the goal. Calgary on it first. Calling for it back at the point was Anderson. The time it got to him, he was covered. There's a giveaway. Zimmer back at the point. Michelle Mers with a shot that rattles around, doesn't get through. It's poked towards the goal. Rebound cleared to the boards. Mers steps up, picks that off. Yelling at Anderson to go. Pass just off the mark, just missed Beardy, and that'll be a flooring call against Winnipeg. Anderson threw it over to an open side. On it first, Turner for Calgary. Taken away. Shorting. Went off the stick of Mers. Shorting. In behind the goal. Trying to get it out in front. Turner's got it for Calgary. Back behind the goal. Got it up to Kinley. Kinley with a shot. Awkward looking save by Blondeau, but kept it out. Kinley took it off the boards and got it away quickly. Stone. Marcel Stone goes off the foot of Derek Fedician and into the Calgary players bench. Rainbird for Calgary, battling down behind the goal. Comes free. Shot by Shaw was right on goal. Blondeau made the save. Shaw's got it again. Tried to kick it up to his stick, but lost the handle. Massot. That was touched. Jagard for Calgary. Jagard circling the goal off the boards. Soka Dumped in by Winnipeg. High off the glass. Stays in play. Humphreys to Jaggard. Good pass. That was for Campbell, but then he had it knocked off his stick. Dumped in by Duciome. Back it off to the corner. We've got a tussle in front. Contact to the head is going to be called. And a penalty. It will go to Winnipeg. Gordon Morneau back to the penalty box. 4 minutes. Chance for Calgary to get right back in this one. Been down 2-0 for a while, but play has been fairly even. They've had their chances. Now they're on the power play. But they give it away. Winnipeg tried to get it out. That hit the Calgary player, and Calgary able to keep it in. But not for long as Winnipeg get it out. Now they've got to regain the zone. Bad pass picked off. Duciome, look out as he comes in over the blue line. Twisting, turning, lost it. Calgary with it again. And drop it back. Humphreys. Lafreniere. Pass Turner. Turner with a shot. Blondeau with the save. And then Turner puts it wide on the rebound. Great chance there. It's in. Lafreniere, they're going to say offside. Very close at the Winnipeg blue line. 3:02 to go in the 4-minute contact to the head penalty to Gordon Morneau of Winnipeg. Shot scores! Zimmer. Kind of came out of nowhere. Not a whole lot happening. So one pass up at the blue line, and Zimmer in between the two Winnipeg defenders. Looked like a shot from well out that was going to be harmless. Looked to be a little off balance. Didn't think he had a whole lot on it, but it fooled the goaltender. And Calgary is indeed on the board. 2-1 now. Just under 10 minutes left to go in this one. Michel Mars gets it up ahead. It's cleared into the Winnipeg zone. Fedician forced back down deep behind his own goal. See if Calgary rather can build on the momentum of that goal. Again, Winnipeg needs a victory. Zimmer towards the goal. Winnipeg players lost his stick. Now he's got it picked up. Beardy. He lost it. Tipped ahead, trying to go get it himself was the Calgary player. He'll head to the bench instead. Desjardins pass up. Musso with a shot. Went off of Stone. That one whistled wide by Miles Stevens. Desjardins back in behind the goal. Musso. Stevens into the middle, and not a great pass. Picked off. Dumped in by Smith. Blondeau will hold on to it. Pass was taken by Campbell, then he had it knocked off his stick back into the Winnipeg zone. Winnipeg will dump it in. Marcel Stone for Calgary. A good physical battle happening down in the corner. Won by Calgary. Garnett will bring it out. Capeller down in the corner and around behind the goal. Trying to get it out in front. Coming in to break that up was Shorting. Shorting fires it around here on the near side. Calgary can't hold it in. Humphreys has to go back to get it. Lafreniere weaves his way in, maintains possession. Too many Winnipeg players around. It's cleared out. Off the boards, down. Will not be flooring. Referees waved it off. Ball comes off the boards towards the front of the goal. Gress for Calgary. Only got it as far as center. Kept in by Winnipeg. That went right through the slot area. Missed everybody. Slap pass. Down low. Knocked off the stick of the Winnipeg player, and Lafreniere is away for Calgary. Drop pass. Rainbird shot over the top of the goal. Turner cross. Rainbird with another shot. That one was stopped by Blondeau. Waiting for it at center was Mers. Taken by Winnipeg. In over the blue line. That's onside. Mers reverses it. Kinley lost it. Now Kinley has it come right back. Kinley getting away. 2-on-1 shaping up here for Calgary. Kinley with Turner. Kinley tried to hit the trailer. It was broken up. Calgary pushing forward. Pass was intended for Turner. Did not get through. Winnipeg coming the other way. Just cleared in. That was touched by Kinley. He'll head to the bench for Calgary. 5:40 to go. Right down the floor. That'll bring about a whistle and a face-off back in the Winnipeg end. Calgary coming close. They trailed it 2-0, then got a power play goal. Now trying to tie it up. Winnipeg needs to hang on. They need a victory to get into the playoffs if they have any chance. All in along the boards, comes back out to center. Winnipeg with it. Only as far as the Calgary blue line. Winnipeg scores. All that pressure by Calgary. And Winnipeg come out and restore their 2-goal lead. Straight up over the blue line, over to the left side. A great pass. Look at the wind up. And booyah, he says. That was a good one. The back of the goal. Gets the fist pump. So Winnipeg back up now 3-1. Humphreys back. Bad giveaway. Another chance. That one rang off the crossbar. Smith with a shot. Stopped by Blondeau. Off the boards. Kept in by Lafreniere. Lafreniere down into the corner. Goes in behind the goal. Players pile in back there. Calgary have it, but can't get it out in front. Now it comes to the boards. First on it, the Baby Ducks of Calgary back at the point. Down low again. Lafreniere. He'll chase it down along the boards. Gets it to Smith or to Smith. Smith's shot stopped by Blondeau. Calgary with it. Picked off at the blue line by Winnipeg. That's onside. Lucien shot. Save made by McDonald. Batted out of the air. Knocked down. Lafreniere tried to play it back. That's broken up. Lafreniere's got it again. Timchuk for Winnipeg. Time running out. Under 3 to play. Blondeau out to play it. Jaggard. Turner sends it down in deep. McDonald looking over at the Calgary bench saying, do you want me to come out? We're down by 2. Ball's down deep. So far they're saying, no, stay there. Lafreniere couldn't hold it in. It is held in at the red line. Now Winnipeg will bring it out. Morneau tried to make the pass. Morneau's got it again. His shot stopped by McDonald. Shorting. Back to Morneau. That's blocked. Morneau has the ball come right back to him again. Now he'll track it down along the near boards. Mosswagen. Calgary finally come up with the ball, but can't get it out. Winnipeg will bring it right back in. Under a minute to play. That shot whistled wide. On it, Anderson for Calgary. Good pass through the middle to Ryan Turner. Turner in over the blue line. Tried to get it over to Zimmer. That didn't work. Comes back to Turner. His shot turned aside by the defense. Turner trying to get it out in front. They got it behind the goal now. Now the net is empty at the Calgary end. Anderson elected to pass it. Time running out. Mars doesn't shoot it. Now the shot comes in, but well wide of the goal. Comes off the end boards. Whistle's gone. The initial penalty, and I think it may be the only one, is to Winnipeg, 4 minutes cross-checking. 4 minutes pour accrocher. See how we're in Montreal. This, I can tell you, our next game scheduled for 4:30. Men's D semifinal. First place in the round robin, the SBS Slayers from here in the Montreal region. They finish first. They will play fourth place team, the Port City Alpine Pigeons from St. John, New Brunswick. That's the game we'll have here at 4:30. Men's D semifinal. The other men's D semifinal, the 2-3 semifinal, Victoria Ducks versus Montreal A, will happen at the Doug Harvey. That's what's next. And when we get to that game, we'll let you know what the situation is with the men's B, because it won't be completely determined until this one's over. And we get the results from other games. Down the floor it goes, into the empty net. And that makes it 4-1. There's the score clock. 6.2 seconds to go. Shot just as the buzzer goes. All right, we've got nearly an hour break. I can finish my sandwich. Actually, I've got a little more work to do as well. But 4-1, Winnipeg defeats Calgary. We'll be back at 4:30. SBS Slayers taking on Port City Alpine Pigeons from St. John, New Brunswick. Men's D semifinal. Look forward to having you join us then, as we are now finished with all the round robin games. We are now into the serious business of the semifinals. The semifinals will all be played this evening. We'll have 4 of them for you here at the Bill Dernan, and then back bright and early tomorrow morning we get into the medal games. So for now, we bid you adieu as we take a little break. We'll be back at 4:30. You're watching the Canadian National Men's BC and D, Women's B, Canadian Ball Hockey Association Championships. We are at the Bill Dernan Arena in Montreal, Quebec. See you at 4:30, everyone.